Hey guys, welcome again to Bali. I am still in Ubud, still hanging out at the Karma House, and still feeling very grateful to be here. So big shout out to Arn for letting me film a series here. I want to just go over a little bit today about what is Yin Yoga. I feel like I get asked this a lot when it comes up on the schedule, when it comes up on trainings. People are like, what is this Yin Yoga? What does this have to do with anything? So just to give an explanation of what Yin Yoga means to me and the lineage that I have studied. And Yin is actually very, very modern. So this isn't an ancient practice that goes back 2,000 years. This is a practice that has been created in the last century. But for the modern day yogi, Yin Yoga is super, super nourishing. It's very healing. And it's very much a practice that integrates the mental and the physical aspects of asana and meditation. And so when we come into a Yin practice, we're really working with the myofascial lines. Also, if you know anything about traditional Chinese medicine, and even if you do not, this comes in to coalesce and also overlap with the myofascial lines in a way to really read the energy that's moving in and around your body. And so when you do a Yin practice, you show up and you might only do 6 postures for the entire hour and a half of your practice. These 6 postures will be done in a way that you're targeting a specific myofascial line or a specific meridian, at least in the way that I teach it. And this meaning that if there is a lot of physical ailment in the lateral line of the body, then this is something that we would focus on. We would focus on the lateral line. We would do stretches along the lateral line and stay in them for 3 to 4 minutes, upwards of 6 minutes long. And when you come into a Yin posture, you want to take time to arrive in the pose. Maybe it takes you 5 to 6 breaths to really arrive and find a space that you can sit into for a bit. But then you want to allow yourself to let go of reactivity. So just like in life, we're busy, busy, busy. We're constantly moving. We're constantly driven in a very, overstimulated society. Yin gives us the opportunity to show up in a space where we're safe enough to self-inquire about what's happening in that specific pose, and also to identify and navigate kind of our sensations that are happening in the physical body. It's very easy to say, oh, that's painful, or oh, that feels really good, but we want to identify where the sensation is coming from. So instead of just being like, oh, this hurts, saying, okay, I'm feeling a tightness in my right hip when I do extension, or I'm feeling a lot of tightness in my chest when I do any kind of back bending or pronate or taking my shoulders back. And so these are just some examples. So when you come into a Yin practice, just be ready and conscious that this is a very slow moving practice. You're not coming here to work out. You're not coming here to tone the muscles. This is more of a practice of relaxation, and also relaxation into discomfort. So a lot of these Yin poses, if there's tightness in the body, those frustrations are going to come up. It's going to be very uncomfortable at first, especially if there's not a big range of mobility in the physical body. But the longer that you stay and the more patient you are, the more you allow the myofascial lines of the body to release any adhesions that you have along these networks. And when I speak of the myofascial lines, this has to do with this different network of fascia beneath the skin. So it's this connective tissue that lies around the body and connects all of the organs. So it's basically what creates the way that we are structured in our physical body. So although our bones create our foundation, our myofascial lines, the way that they encase our organs and move through our body, really create the way that we step into the world and the way that we dance and that we flow and that we move. And so if we're feeling really tight and we haven't moved in these kind of ways before, Yin can be absolutely horrible. You might show up and think that it's the most painful thing that you've ever done, or you might think it's the most relaxing thing that you've done if you're feeling super open. So Yin Yoga, in essence, is sitting into a posture, sitting into discomfort, letting go of reactivity, and allowing your intuitive physical body to let you know which sensations are coming up in your body and how to address them. So it's always good to push yourself to a limit, to an edge, but not to pain. So if you notice that your hips are feeling really, really, really tight and really uncomfortable, we begin to identify that sensation as challenging but not painful. So we begin to change our vocabulary around the physical body, and we give ourselves a lot of freedom to be curious and to inquire about what's happening, and we begin to really unlock some things in the physical body that might have been there for, you know, decades or years or however long it's been since we've moved. So I invite you to try a yin yoga class. It is beautiful. It can be completely transformative in the physical body. If you have pain, if you have discomfort, if you have tightness, this practice, yin yoga, is where you're going to find that physiological change that you're looking for, not the really fast-paced hatha, vinyasa type classes. So get on the yoga mat, allow yourself to settle in, go on a yin journey. I promise you will not be disappointed. So you can find some classes on my channel as well. I have some yin classes up online at youtube.com/Echo Giselle Widmer. And for trainings and retreats, specifically trainings that have to deal with yin yoga, I have some coming up in the 2019 year and forward. So check out echoflowyoga.com if you're interested in that, or shoot me a message. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And yeah, I hope to see you on the yoga mat again soon with some yin in our lives. Namaste.